Hello silly geese, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another tier list, this time ranking the Stardew Valley characters. Let's go through our little categories here. At the very top, we've got I would die for them. Self-explanatory, I would die for these characters. I would marry them in a heartbeat. I love them with my whole entire heart and soul. They are the top tier characters in the game. Next down is solid marriage material. I would have a comfortable, fulfilling life being married to this character, I think. Below that, we'd be besties. Maybe not marriage material, but we would really get along and we would have a lot of good times together. And then we have I could hang out with them in a group setting. This is for those people that I think we could be like friendly acquaintances of each other, but not really the we hang out one-on-one type of friendship. You get it. And then we've got I don't really like them. That's pretty self-explanatory. These are the characters that I don't think I would be friends with, but I wouldn't actively be like hating on them. And then we've got I can't be in the same room with this person. These are the characters that I actively don't like and hate and just really cannot stand. Lastly, we have I don't know them well enough to judge their character. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think very many characters will end up in this category, but it's there just in case. So, starting off, I believe this is the hat mouse, the little mouse that sells hats in the shack in the forest. You know, I think I could hang out with them in a group setting. I feel like they'd be pretty chill. Nothing crazy. No, like, weird vibes or bad vibes. They just want to wear their little hats and hang out in the woods. So I think we could chill. Abigail, this might be kind of controversial, but I can't really decide which of these she would land in. I feel like I would get kind of annoyed by her, even though she kind of rocks sometimes. She also eats rocks, which is kind of cool. I don't think I really like her that much. I don't think that we could be friends. I really don't think so. I think that she would annoy me. I think that she would get on my nerves. Speaking of someone that gets on my nerves, we've got Alex. If I'm thinking of real life Lucy, my real life self, I don't think that I could be in the same room with this person. I don't think that me and Alex could vibe at all. At all. So, yeah, he's gonna sit there. The bear, I think I could hang out with him in a group as well. All of these animals in the group setting. This bodyguard guy, I don't remember what his name is. It might just be bodyguard, to be honest. I'm going to say I don't know them well enough to judge their character because we really don't know anything about this person at all. So I feel pretty comfortable putting him in this category. Now, Caroline. I would die for Caroline. I love this woman, and if she was a marriage candidate, if she was a romance option, I would choose her. I love her. She makes tea in her little tea garden and just wants to have a happy, fulfilling, and peaceful life. I love her. Clint, he's so... There's so much desperation in this character, and that can be kind of annoying. Sometimes I feel bad for him, but not in a way that, like, compels me to help him. It's like I feel bad for him and I don't really want to be near him because he brings the vibes down. That's kind of harsh, but I mean, it's true. Demetrius, I feel like I would learn a lot of fun facts from him. I think I could hang out with him in a group. I think so. He would bring a fun intellectual aspect to a conversation, I think. And I don't think he would be too annoying about it for the most part. I could be wrong about that. The dwarf, I could hang out with him in a group as well. I almost want to say we'd be besties, but I don't know enough about dwarf to say that. Elliot, I can't be in the same room with this person. Worse than these two, I just cannot stand Elliot at all. There is not a single redeeming factor about this man to me. If he's your number one romance option, no shade, but he's just not for me. Emily, we would be besties. We would talk about crystals, we would do yoga, we would dance, we would talk about plants, and we would have a great little time. Granny Evelyn, I would die for her. I love her, and we would bake cookies together, and we would have so much fun, and we would garden. I feel like I am the embodiment of Evelyn in a lot of ways. So her character really resonates with me. George, I kind of want to say that we'd be besties because I think that George would actually like me. I'm going to lock that in. George and I would be besties, especially considering he's married to a parallel universe version of me. I don't know. What's this guy's name? Gil? I feel indifferent about him. I don't really know anything about him. I can't really judge his character for that reason. The governor, all politicians are corrupt, so I'm just gonna assume that, and I guess I'm gonna put him here. Grandpa, I mean, we inherited his farm, and he was very generous. I could hang out with him in a group. I guess so. Gunther, I don't know. We could be besties, I think. Because we're both interested in old things and antiques and gemstones. I think we have a lot in common, actually. He works in a library. I would love to work in a library. I think we could vibe. Gus, we'd be besties. We would have some good talks. I would go and hang out with him at the little pub, at the saloon, and we would just chat it up into the late hours. Haley, I go back and forth between I don't really like her and I would die for her, which is kind of a jump. I'm gonna say that I don't really like her that much, but I feel like I can be very easily swayed on that opinion, so consider that a Luce. I don't really like her. Harvey, however, I would die for him. Would totally die for him. Absolutely. I'm kind of questioning my decision to put in solid marriage material as a different tier, considering I would marry Harvey and I would marry Caroline. I wouldn't marry Evelyn because I feel like she is just me. So that would be like me marrying myself. What's this guy called? The henchman or something? It's the witch's sidekick. I don't really know him. Jazz, I'm not a kid person. But is she better than Vincent? Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't really like Jazz, and Vincent is gonna go, I can't be in the same room with him. Sorry. Jody, solid marriage material. She's not an option, but if she was, I would definitely consider her. I think that I could be very comfortable in my life with Jody. The Junimos, we could hang. I feel like the Junimos are too close to being bug-sized for me to really confidently say that we'd be best friends. I feel like they would scare me and startle me more often than not. Kent, I'm not really crazy about him. Yeah, I'm gonna stick him here. Krobus, you can barely see him. I would say we would be besties. You can't see him, but he's right there. Leah is definitely solid marriage material. I don't think I would die for her, but I would consider marrying her. Lewis, again with the politician thing. Also, he's kind of overbearing, but he's a little bit better than the governor, so I'm going to say I don't really like him. Linus, I would die for him. I love him, he's so sweet. I don't remember his name. Marlin? Marvin? Marlin? That's pretty close. I'm gonna say I don't know him well enough to judge his character. Marnie, I say solid marriage material. I appreciate her love for animals, and she seems very, very sweet. However, she's not very reliable when it comes to her store, her shop. I never know when she's going to be open and available. So I'm going to just put her in the second tier. Maru, I also think I'm going to put in solid marriage material. I've never actually chosen her as a romance option, but I feel like she would be a really, really good one. So I'm going to stick her up there. I appreciate her brain. Obviously, we're going to put the JoJo Mart guy in I can't be in the same room with this person. Corporate guys, not for me. I'm not about that life. Is this Mr. Key? Is that how you say his name? I don't know much about him. He's gonna have to go down there. This is the guy that gives you the mermaid pendant. Is that correct? I don't know anything about him. I think he's a ghost, so he's gonna have to sit there. I just realized that the Ginger Island characters are not on this list, which is really sad because I would put both of them, most of them, pretty high up there, I think. Pam, I can't really be in the same room with her. I feel like she would yell at me for no reason and would probably make me cry, so I don't really like her very much. Penny, I could hang out with her in a group setting, but I do think that she would get depressing if I was hanging out with her one-on-one, so I'm gonna have to put her there. Pierre, I don't really like him. I know he's doing the small business hustle, I get it, but it kind of brings the vibes down. Robin is solid marriage material. I love Robin. I wouldn't die for Robin, but I do love and appreciate her, and she does a lot for the town. Sam, I don't really like him that much. He just seems like a teenage boy in a band, and I don't need to be friends with that type of person for the most part. We just don't really click. Sandy, I could hang out with her in a group setting. We might be besties, but I don't know her well enough to say that. Sebastian, I would like to think we would be besties. I don't think he would think that. I feel like it would be a one-sided best friend relationship, but I think I'm okay with that. Shane, I feel really sorry for him, and I wish that he had a better life. But, I don't know. I kind of want to say I would die for him, but I also don't really like him. This is another Haley situation. I'm going to put him down here, though. Who is this? Oh, the traveling cart person. I feel like we could be besties. Like when she comes into town, we hang out, grab a cup of coffee, talk about her travels. That could be fun. Willie, I kind of want to say he'd be solid marriage material. He seems like he would be a really, stable partner. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. And then the wizard, I think I could either be his best friend or hang out with him in a group. I'm going to say we could hang out in a group setting. And that feels pretty accurate to me. I don't know. That feels good to me. Let me know if your tier list differs in any way. I'm sure it does because people have such strong opinions on Stardew Valley characters, and it can get pretty intense talking about it. I do eventually want to play Stardew Valley on stream, but I don't know when I'm going to start that because I have a few other games that I want to play first. But it'll also be my first time playing the 1.6 update because up until this point, I've only played Stardew on the Nintendo Switch, which hasn't been updated yet. So, yeah, the next time I start a new Stardew farm, I'll be able to play the 1.6 update, which will be so fun, and I'm really excited about that. So, anyways, this is kind of a short video, but I just wanted to put something else out there so that you guys have more to watch from me in the interim. Hi.
Hey.
So, forgive the short timestamp, but hopefully you had fun anyways. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitch, follow the Instagram, and leave some comments if you have anything to say about my Stardew character ranking. Otherwise, that's all I've got for you today. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very, very soon. Bye!